The finest Christmas tree. Farmer Tuttle was a Christmas tree farmer. His forest was full of pointy-topped trees. Children liked to hear the chop of his axe and the cheery put-put of his tractor. Every Christmas, Farmer Tuttle piled the trees into his truck for a trip to the city. He sold his trees from a busy street corner. He helped shoppers pick a tree that was just right, not too big and not too small. When all his trees were sold, he shopped at the city stores for a special gift. Farmer Tuttle always bought Mrs. Tuttle a new Christmas hat. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. But one Christmas, shoppers did not stop to buy Farmer Tuttle's trees. Smart shoppers want trees made of plastic, said a man. Plastic trees are positively perfect, a lady said. Plastic trees go back in the attic till next Christmas, said another. Farmer Tuttle piled his trees back into the truck. There was no money to buy Mrs. Tuttle a new Christmas hat. Farmer Tuttle did not go into the forest any more. The next winter, a man from the sawmill offered to buy all the trees in the forest. He wanted to saw the trees into toothpicks and clothespins. The man gave the Tuttles until Christmas to decide. Farmer Tuttle wondered what to do. Then, with only one day till Christmas, a strange letter came in the mail. It read, "Dear Farmer Tuttle, the workers at our factory wish to have the finest tree in the forest for their Christmas party. A crew of cutters will arrive shortly. Season's greetings, the boss." Farmer Tuttle hurried home with the happy news. He waited all that day. He waited long into the night, but the crew of cutters did not come. "Perhaps they've chosen a plastic tree," he said to Mrs. Tuttle. He began to think about toothpicks and clothespins. Farmer Tuttle tugged on his hat and coat, and he set off for the forest. Farmer Tuttle was surprised to find small footprints in the snow. He scratched his puzzled head. Paths of tiny footprints wandered from tree to tree all through the forest. Soon Farmer Tuttle heard a chop-chop of an axe. He saw a tall, pointy-topped tree fall to the snow. Two figures rushed to the tree. They lifted it to their small shoulders. They trotted quickly over the frosty ground and tossed the tree into the back of a sleigh. Little voices cheered as the sleigh raced over the snow. It leaped over the treetops. Up and up the sleigh flew through the silent, glittering stars, and then it was gone. Farmer Tuttle found a box where the tree had stood. Inside was a beautiful Christmas hat. He tucked the box under his arm and hurried home. Farmer Tuttle's trees still grew in the forest. Every year at Christmas, the crew of cutters returns for another finest tree. Children have seen the tiny footprints in the snow, and Mrs. Tuttle always gets a new Christmas hat. And that was the story of the finest Christmas tree.